Fuck NASA, he said out loud. Want a thing done? You gotta do it your own goddamn self. Then he passed out and crapped his pants. Normally, he woke up the next morning with his drunken vows forgotten, but this one he remembered. Probably because those were the last pair of jeans he owned without holes in them. He pounded this vow against the anvil of his brain in the shower, as he shaved, as he put on the one suit that still fit him in the waist, and by the time he was in his truck heading for the school, it was pure incandescent rage. He'd even forgotten to have his breakfast beers. Now, 5 days after the graduation debacle, he stood in front of his family out in the barn. Walter hated having people on his farm because it was an embarrassing wreck. But there had been no other offers to lend a hand, and so he'd used guilt against the only people who actually knew Bobby Jr., and now here they were, staring up at him like a bunch of cows chomping Cheetos. He told them it'd be a weekend-long family get-together. Some of them had come from as far as 3 hours away. I don't give a shit that y'all came, he began inspirationally. I'm going to get Bobby Jr. down. Y'all want to help, fine, but don't expect me to give out much in the way of please and thank you. We got a job to do, and we're going to do it. That's the American way. Now, how many of you are good at math? They just stared up at him with their big, dumb moon faces. Any of you studied engineering? One of the cousins from his daddy's side of the family raised his hand. I got a friend at work who knows engineering, Carl Suggs said. Where you work? Walmart. Well, can you get him out here? He got fired for failing his piss test. I think he moved to Florida. Well, then shut your pie hole, Carl. Anyone else? Nothing but crickets. Look here, Walter said, trying a new tack. How many of y'all went to college? Community college count? Cousin Jay asked. It got college in the name, don't it? Walter said. 3 hands went up out of 22 people.